Hi, friends. First of all, let me apologize to you for not being able to keep my weekly updates as a lot of things were happening in Maharashtra politics and the confusion all about, this new Omicron variant which has originated in South Africa. So I was just busy, writing blogs, attending press conferences, and, making my own thing, own videos or own Marathi videos, writing my blogs. A lot of things were happening. So I just didn't get time. But anyways, coming straight to the point, I'll just sort out the confusion for the travelers. Or your friends might be coming down to spend the Christmas break with you, or the many parents have their children studying abroad, and they all were like sending me questions via WhatsApp, like Vikrant, what is the new policy? Because BMC and our government, Maharashtra government, added fuel to the fire. They were like, two, three policies, which then they were discarded, obviously, all of them. And now finally they are in sync with the central government. So now, as simple as that, so Maharashtra government has uh, identified three high risk countries. One, South Africa. Two, Zimbabwe. And three, Botswana. So flyers coming from these three countries are going to be really, like if they land in Mumbai, they will be given a special preference. They will be deplaned, one, and they'll have separate counters. So wherein they'll be going through their RT-PCRs. And for passengers coming from these three countries, compulsorily will be have to be institutionally quarantined for 7 days, as the BMC states. What is institutional quarantine? So as soon as you land, if you're coming from these three countries, you will be sent to a COVID jumbo center. Just 7 days they will observe you. Obviously, there'll be a RT-PCR test taken at the airport. Even if you're negative, you'll be going to these jumbo centers to, for 7 days, just to observe, like you don't develop any symptoms or any such thing. Clear. Rest of the people coming from anywhere in the world now, you just have to do the mandatory RT-PCR test, which should be valid and it should be negative, and you should show it to the airport authorities. Boom, you're out. But after these guys who are coming from three countries, if they are institutionally quarantined for 7 days, like if they are suppose in that BKC Jumbo COVID center, on the seventh day, there will be another RT-PCR test. And if it is negative, you'll be sent home. But the minute it is positive, like if you develop symptoms on your like plane, or if you develop symptoms on their way from South Africa or Zimbabwe, they will just send you to the hospital. Then you will be sent to a BMC hospital where you get treated. Nothing to worry. What I heard from the government source is that this variant is not going to kill you. It's just going to weaken you. There'll be body aches, and it'll be fine. So don't panic all about. Tell your children that please come down for Christmas breaks. If they're coming from the UK or US, Australia, wherever, Singapore, Dubai, just carry your RT-PCR test. That's about it. So no confusion there. Second, people who are traveling domestically, like suppose many of us have planned our parties, our 31st parties at Goa. And so they were like, Vikrant, what if we come on the 2nd of Jan, from Goa to Mumbai? And there was so much of confusion that people were like, Vikrant, will we be in quarantined? Will government put us in that jumbo centers? And like, I don't want to start my New Year's, staying in those jumbo centers for 7 days and then being at home for again 7 days, like being for the home quarantine. So nothing of that sort. Interstate, if you're traveling by flight, just carry your that doubly vaccinated pass, universal pass, which you have. If you're partially vaccinated, then you need to have a negative report of your RT-PCR, which is 72 hours prior done. Okay, so 3 din pehle, if you like partying on the 31st and 1st, do your test on the 1st and come. You'll be allowed to come back till the 4th because it needs 72 hours of VA. They show it at the airport, walk out. That's the thing. And people who are coming from, now this is the tricky part. So many people come from suppose I'm coming from UK. And the immigration officer will ask me, like Air Suvidha form pe, "Ki boss, where were you in the last 15 days? Have you traveled to any of these three high risk countries?" Obviously, or like South Africa, Zimbabwe, or Botswana. If I've traveled, like say on the 10th day, I was in Zimbabwe and I just flew to UK, and UK say I've come to Bombay. I'll be sent to the quarantine center. So, and those people who are planning or, to do some jhol or backdoor entry, don't do it, because government has ordered strict vigilance on your test reports. All your test reports will be scanned. So anyone, having contacts like Vikrant, I'll just change the name, I'll just change the PDF, I'll change the date, and I'll get the pass. Don't go for it, because that's going to be really punishable, and the punishment is quite harsh. That's what I've learned. So clear. And for the domestic, the funny part of the policy which our government has made, air from like anywhere from India, if you're coming in Maharashtra, one, you need to have your double vaccinated universal certificate, or if you're partially vaccinated, carry your RT-PCR test which is valid for 72 hours. Simple. Now, what our government says, like people who are traveling by road, like suppose I drive down from Goa to Mumbai, those guys, even if you're doubly vaccinated, you need to stop at the check post of Maharashtra, and at the check post, you'll have to compulsory do an RT-PCR test. Funny. I messaged this to Mr. Chahal, Iqbal Singh Chahal, who's our municipal commissioner. Sir, I understood the rest of the policy. Like if you coming by air, you're safe. But if you're coming by road, you need to, do an RT-PCR test sitting on the road. But he didn't reply, and I don't know what went through their minds when they decided to do any such thing. But that's about it. So don't worry, this variant is all right, and the travel plot is also quite good. In fact, our center, when our people, like the Maharashtra government, wanted to impound our passports, whosoever came from any part of the world. Okay, I'm not joking. This was decided in one of the meeting that boss kitne bhi jan aa rahe, how many people are coming, or so daily what my figure says, like my source says, like 2,000 people come every day flying from every part of the world into Mumbai. All 2,000 people ka passport le lo and take their passports, ask them to stay in those jumbo centers, and day 2, day 5, day 7, all 3 days you have to do your test. If you're negative, you're on the 7th day, you will be given your passport. But God forbid, if you test positive, was you straight away, you don't get a passport and straight away go to your COVID center. And uske baad or 7 days, you'll be doing home quarantine. But good sense prevailed. They used their brains, and government said, okay, no more this policy. Our center intervened. Bamboo mara upar se, boss, what are you doing, government of Maharashtra? Just fall into line. What the center has decided, stick to those guidelines. So ultimately, Mr. Uddhav Thackeray gave in, and a lot of ego war between state and the center. But I think, that's what the news is, and it's sorted now. Second major political update, what I wrote in my blog 10 days ago, most of you all who are my Facebook or Twitter followers, you'll be knowing that our chief secretary, which is the most important post after the CM, Mr. Sitaram Kunte didn't get his extension. It's a history in Maharashtra, like last 10 years, every chief secretary, whosoever has been on the post, chief secretary is the last post. After that, the man retires. The chief secretary, every chief secretary in the last 10 years have got extension. But this chief secretary didn't get it. Why? And the procedure is, Uddhav Thackeray, like our CM, has to send a letter of recommendation asking, and because it's all India services, right? Our chief secretary is an IAS officer. It's an all India service. So our CM has to write to Delhi Center, PMO, and MOPP, that Ministry of Personnel, that Mr. Sitaram Kunte is retiring. Please give him extension for 3 months, for a period of 3 months, 6 months. People have done for one year also. But Center rejected this one. Couple of reasons. One, Mr. Kunte, our outgoing chief secretary, he was, called by the CBI, ED for various scams, like the Parambir case that he was being called, Anil Deshmukh case he was called. So somewhere center thought, boss, if the central agencies are calling the chief secretary, they are like, sending him summons. So something is wrong, off. Might as well not give him. And an able person, like a person whom I've known for long, Mr. Debashish Chakrabarti, a Bengali person. He's been now selected as our chief secretary. Very good man. And he's the one who's not taken any influence. He's not approached anyone, neither Sharad Pawar or Uddhav Thackeray. People, what's a bureaucrat's ultimate aim? To be the chief secretary in his life. So chief secretary बनने के लिए he never knocked on to anyone's doors. Neither he paid any money, neither he approached the CM, nor did he approach any liaison or dalal or any person. Purely on merit, very good man, honest, hardworking, and straightforward person. So I wish him luck for his, he's getting retired in February. Unfortunately, 3 months only we could see him. Let's see if CM Uddhav Thackeray gives him an extension. Kunte, don't worry. He's been given a posting after retirement also. So he's been appointed as the principal advisor to the CM, which is a stopgap arrangement, as what I call it, because very soon, Mr. Swadhin Kshatriya. So we have this right to services. So in right to services, we have a commissioner. Maharashtra has a commissioner. How we have right to information, we have right to services. So right to services ka commissioner is Mr. Swadhin Kshatriya. So after retirement, Mr. Swadhin Kshatriya was on this post as commissioner right to services. So Kunte, this stopgap arrangement, Kunte will be the new right to services commissioner, is what my source has told me. Yeah, and rest, I think nothing more. Yeah, Kunte Saab, a good man, but unfortunately, many people were not of the view that he should continue as the CS because it sets a wrong precedent, Like, sabko extension milta gaya, to, the niche ke batches, they miss on to the opportunity because there are a lot of IS works on batch wise. So if this man sticks, he occupies the post for extension for quite long period, and then niche wale ko nahi chance milta hai to come up. And that's about it. So he didn't get it. And Uddhav Thackeray, as I said, has done a good job by appointing a nice person as our chief secretary. By the way, Maharashtra is without a DGP. So what is a DGP? Like how you have Mumbai Commissioner, Mr. Hemant Nagaraj, you have a DGP for the rest of Maharashtra. So no bosses rehte IPS mein. But DGP UPSC has not made him permanent. UPSC is a Union Public Service, So these guys who appoint IPSs and IASs of our country, this organization didn't make Mr. Sanjay Pandey DGP permanent. So our state right now, rest of Maharashtra is without a police boss. I don't know how it works. And currently, Mumbai CP, Mr. Nagaraj, is in the race to become the DGP. But government is not taking that decision because the minute this post of Mumbai CP becomes vacant, it opens the Pandora's box, Because there's then liaisoners, there are dalals, there are ministers recommending their own people, then the power game, money game, caste system game begins because the CP of Mumbai is another important post. In the rest of, in India, for those who don't know, Mumbai CP, BMC Commissioner, Chief Secretary of our state. Prime post, cream postings. People die to come there. They'll do anything to come there. But unfortunately, yeah. So Mumbai CP, this government is not taking a call on that. That's about it. I think I've covered all three topics. And by the way, yours truly had written all this well in advance. As usual, the media picks it up, never gives me credit. That's the sad part of it. But yes, I've addressed all your issues. The Corona travel, you guys, any confusion, just WhatsApp me. Many of you all have my number. Or you can reach me via my social media. And I've posted the newest policy of travel on my Facebook and Twitter. You can have a look at that. Or if you don't get it anywhere, just log on to www.vikrantjoshi.com. You'll find it. Rest, I'll be seeing you very soon. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.